Let's see. Share the group. Wait, tag friends. Hold on. John Deere. Share with group. Monty. This is super. ARCADE1UP cabinets. Retro Pie Fisher. Arcade Underground, maybe. Supreme Retro Pie. Name Arcade Cabinets. ARCADE1UP Fan Club. Maybe not that one. ARCADE1UP Fans. Retro Game Fans. Eco Box. That's it. Let's see who's gonna end. Finish. Anybody there? People seeing? Who's seeing? Anybody can hear me? Anybody there? It's my first time doing this. Anybody can see me? My hair's all messed up. Jesus Christ. I got 4 people viewing? How do I know your viewers? Hello? How do I know who's... What is all this? Can you guys see me? I don't even know how I could see that. Cancel. Tag friends. I got 10 people seeing this. Oh my God, it's my first time, guys. Never done this before. I hope you guys are seeing this. Comments. How do I see the comments? I don't see your comments. Live video, Jordan. Live. I don't know, guys. There you go. I'm gonna pass the camera to my cousin. I hope you guys can see it. How do I see the comments? Huh? Can somebody comment so I can see it, please? It's my first time. Oh, there you go. I put some flash in it. That's even better. You guys can see better. Let me see that way. Hello, comments? Ooh. Showing off the cabs there for a second. Oh my God, 11 people. I don't know. Add. Man. Adding. Hey, Daniel, you there? Oh, he declined the video. Oh, he declined. Add.
I think it might be adding them to the live itself.
Oh, okay, I got you. So let's cancel that out. My bad. This is my first time, guys. I'm trying to figure out how do I see the comments. I don't know. Can somebody message me, please? Tell me how do I see the comments. I got like 10 people. I appreciate that. Kill that right there. Kill that. Damn, I want the flash on. I don't see the share the group. I don't see. Oh, there you go. Oh, Gladys is watching. Who else is watching? Honey, if that's you, can you comment? Can you comment?
I did.
Oh, yeah, people commenting now. Oh, what's up, Vermont? How you doing, guys? Wow, I got 20 people watching, man. I really appreciate this. This is my first live video. Hi, bro. It's my cousin, sorry. He's going to be the cameraman in a minute. You just liked it, Ma? Yeah, it's got my wife watching at the same time.
It's late. You're 30 minutes late.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Vermont? If I didn't say hello already. What's up, guys? This is my first live video. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Philip? Listen, it's my first time doing a live video. I appreciate you guys all joining. What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? I spoke to my friend Daniel. I hope he's watching there. Comment, Daniel, if you're there. He gave me a little permission so I could do a live video. I just wanted to share with you guys. It's been a while since I've done any projects. I got a YouTube channel. It's been a while. I've done some videos. So I had a little hand carpal tunnel surgery. So I was in stitches for like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, let me share that with you. I know that's gross, but I have my hand done and my elbow's still a little sore and swollen. you know. But right after they got the stitches off, I just had to get into the garage and start doing some work, you know, and start keeping busy. So I had a project to do for a relative of mine, my cousin. He's a big Giants football fan. So I did a cabinet for him, and you know I finally finished it today because he's coming to pick it up tomorrow. I just got to put the back panel in it, but it's retro pie. I put a pie in it. LED buttons. I'm gonna showcase it here. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And know that no matter what, you guys could still do it whether you're in a wheelchair or not. You can do whatever it takes to get things going. Um, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pass the camera to my cousin now. Any questions you guys have, throw them up there. I'll try to answer them as best as I can, and we'll show this thing off so you guys can see. There's like a 1 minute and something intro video. It's a splash screen I added, so you guys let me know what you think and stuff like that. Yeah, gotta flip it. There you go. There you go. That's it. And put the flash. Does that flash on that? There you go. All right, let me get. I gotta get back there. I gotta get back there. I gotta get back there to turn it off. So let me move it up a little. It's on a dolly. Let me move it towards back up a little more. I'm gonna park myself behind there. I got a power plug there. You got enough space there? All right, that's
Yes,
good
sir.
enough. All right, it should be good there. I'm about to move it out. Let me know.
Right there.
There you go.
Big blue, baby.
There you go, guys. It's a Giants theme with some LED buttons. These are the SA. What buttons are these? I always recommend these buttons to everybody. These are on Amazon. They're called the SJ at JX buttons. I love these buttons. They're LEDs. They're set up with their own logos and stuff. I did the front amp on there. All Giants. I want to thank Tyler Goodman from Arcade Graphics. He hooked me up with the graphics. I did the design myself on Adobe, but he hooked me up with the vinyl and the stickers. Also, I want to thank Shane at DIY Retro Arcade. He hooked me up with the control panel that comes with the plexiglass already, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Also, Arcade Graphics did the bezel, the marquee graphics. Let me put it on the side so you guys can see the side panel. You got the side panel there. I went with I took a 4-inch speaker that I bought off Amazon, a Bose speaker. Since I couldn't put the speaker on the control panel, I moved it to the front. I grilled it out with a fan grill. Put in the amp that everybody's using, the red amp, and I dremeled out the holes and bolted it to the front panel, the J panel. That's what I call it. I put in the coin buttons down here, the extra buttons that I like to use all the time. I put in a bat top for the joysticks. Also from DIY Retro. He's got them real good price. I love those guys. They're really good. I also threw in an LED strip underneath the marquee. I didn't light up the marquee because I just didn't want to go that route with this. I pinstriped the edges. My wife helped me out with that with the blue. These are regular vinyl pinstriping for the floors. These are also on Amazon. You place those. You don't pull it as you're putting it on. You just place it. And got the other side. Obviously, it's the same. All right. Let's power this up so we can see that intro. And you can see everything light up. I also have some background music on the image. The image I created myself with a little bit of Dwayne Hurts one of his themes that I altered. So let's boot this up a little. Let's shut off some lights and get some look in here. There you go. Let's listen to that intro.
For the New York Giants and their I love this intro. Begins in earnest. There it is, Rutherford. Another Sunday, another time to do
I got that intro from YouTube.
Believe, believe, believe. I don't care how much you know about football. If you show me you can't hit, you don't belong here. Sam, looking right. Completes the ball, that was very high. Showing his feet to the 30. He's got 4 men in his back. If you ain't ready to dominate, don't step on his feet. Well, throw that pop by Manny. It's a great day to be an NY Giant.
Yeah, it's a little long, but I like it. And he could always change it for something more simple and basic. I have another splash screen in there that's much shorter. I'm gonna lower the music a little because the background music is a little too loud. But you got your LED amp there. You also got your front end screen here. Like I said, it's a Dwayne Hurts theme. I added the Giants football players on it, the Giants logo. Moved a couple of the logos around, and of course jam-packed it with a whole bunch of stuff. He's got all the classic 8-bit, 16-bit era. A couple of Daphnes. What else? I threw in some N64s, a couple of basic ones. Filled it up with some PlayStation games, about 50 in there. All of this is on a 64 gigabyte SD card, and they all have splash screens and snaps. They all have snaps and images. All of them, nothing missing. Everything's working. Now this image is done from scratch, but I took a little pointers from Wolfeno's image and the Wolfeno's Dwayne Hurst image. I just looked at what they were doing and what they were adding and stuff like that, and just changed around a couple of things here. You also have a couple of collections. You got the Zelda, the wrestling, the Williams Turtles, Tatios, Street Fighter, Sonic, SNK, Super Nintendo Classic Mini, the shoot 'em ups, Sega, Pac-Man, Nintendo. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. I could be here all night with you guys. But this is something I put together, and I could honestly say in less than 3 or 4 days, right after getting my stitches removed out of my hand.
I vouch for him. I've been here the whole time.
Yes, he did. He's been helping me the whole time. My LED buttons, red and blue. He's a big Giants fan. Let me show you the back a little bit. Okay. See how I mounted everything up. Right now I'm running everything off a power strip, but I did put in a plug-in. Let me get the control. Give me that panel over there so they can see that. Hold on, guys. I did the wood panel for the back. Is it there? I put in the regular VGA board with the setting there. You know, hold on. I got this flash on. Let me take this flash off. There you go, guys. All right, you got the I think it was better with the flash. Jesus Christ, I must be new. All right, so yeah, you got your VGA board. Another reason why I use those buttons, it comes with 1-0 delay board to handle both sides. That's the reason why I like using it. I don't have to put 2-0 delay boards. The ribbons for each button is clean, you know, flat ribbon. Nothing like thousands of wires all over the place. Not that I'm knocking everything else. I mean, all the other buttons are great and work for, you know, what it is, but I like having less of a mess of wires here. So I have my amp screwed into the J panel through the front base. There's my speaker right underneath. Here's my buttons. I don't know if you guys can see that. My Oh, I turned it too much. My Pi is over here along the side. It's in a regular Pi case, Pi 3B Plus, with the fan running. And I'm only using 2 USB ports, one for the zero delay board and one for the LEDs. Okay. My amp comes with its own power supply. Start shaking. Oh, that's me pressing the buttons. I also recommend this power supply for the Pi. I don't know if some of you guys have gotten the yellow lightning bolts, but this power supply is the best one I've used, and I haven't gotten a voltage drop in anything. A 5.25 volts with 300 amps. I have no problems. Is that 300? I'm reading it wrong. With 3 amps. I'm sorry, guys. But I have no problems with that power supply. I could throw some recommendations. I got a recommendation spot on my Amazon. Let me show you how I did the power supply. The power on this. What I did was I took a basic power supply, cut it up, connected it to a switch here. Flip it over so you guys can see. Nice and clean. That little circle that the original power supply comes through from the ARCADE1UP. All I did was went with that hole and cut out a square and just put in this switch there. So all he has to do is plug it in, 6-foot cable, plug it in and turn it on and off from there. I know everybody uses the on and off switch from the Pi with the script, but let me tell you why I don't like that, and you guys could tell me I'm wrong or not, but the reason I don't like to use the script with the on and off switch button, because the fan tends to stay on when you run that script. Like there's no complete power cut off, so that Pi still stays on. It still keeps running in the background, and you don't want that. I don't want that. I know that. So I'd rather just have a full cut off switch that shuts everything down, and you could just do it in an emulation station where you just you command it to shut down and stuff like that. But that's the back panel for that. That's gonna go on, closing it up for the night. I turned it around, cut it up, put everything right there, and it's good to go. Other than that, do we have any questions? Anybody has any questions? Anybody want to ask me anything? I still see we got 23 people watching. I really appreciate that. It's first time doing this, so I never done a live video. I have some more cabinets there I want to do later on. I'm unaware of what I want to do with them. I might do a small one, a mini one. I got a couple of extra asteroids there.
Let's get a look at it with the lights.
Turn the light off. We're gonna see what it looks like with the lights off. There you go. Nice. It brightened up the whole room. That LED strip does come with a remote, so you can change the colors on that. I left it blue for now. I mean, you hear the background music in the back. My biggest touch was the cage, the little cage on the speaker. I kind of like that little touch. I kind of like the way that came out. But again, the graphics were done by Arcade Graphics. I designed them on Photoshop. I did a cut and paste, and I put everything together and sent it out to Tyler, and he designed it up. Turn the light on, bro. It's getting hot in here. But anybody have any questions? Anybody? Are you still with me, guys? We're losing people, so I guess they're going to bed. Anybody there asking? Want to ask anything? Want to have any questions? You want to ask? I'm gonna definitely post some pictures up. Tell me what anything I could answer or say. Got a couple of comments. I don't know if my connection is slow or it's coming in slow. If you guys are interested in asking me anything, you could private message me as well. I'll try to answer the best I can. There they go, Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? Vermont, I'm here, bro. Yeah, I see you, Vermont. Thanks. Martin, Vermont. I see you, buddy. Stop shaking. Rotate your phone. What? All right. Hey, Mike, you see me on the video? Still here. Hey, Philip. I must be having a slow connection. How long did it take you to get the emulator set up? To be honest, Philip, it took me 3 months. But once I mastered it, I just made a base image. What I recommend everybody to do, it's all up to you, is start with an 8 GB image. Um, put the settings and the options the way you want. Um, thank you, Mike. Put the settings and the options the way you want on an 8 GB image, on an 8 GB SD card. That way you can, the way you want it, you can write it onto your computer and save that base image the way you want. And it's easier to go from a small size to a bigger size. All you have to do is expand the SD card. And then you could throw all your snaps, your images, your games. Once you get your snaps, your images, and your wheels all the way you want them, you could actually do that with Scraper on your computer. Once you get them the way you want, all you do is you throw it in an SD card that holds about, depending how big, how many games you want, 64 GB, 32 GB, anything you definitely want to put it in. How long? Still here. How long did it take me? Where am I? How long did the graphics take once you submitted the measurements? Actually, I submitted the images to Tyler at Arcade Graphics, and he was quick with it. To be honest, I did it on his holiday special, so I got a good price for it, and he submitted it quick. We did have a little bump in the road because of the shipping, I guess because of the holiday season, so it did get a little lost in the mail. But once he realized that I didn't get it, it was in my house within 2 days. So that was definitely quick. Quick. How long did it take you to get in? The graphics, the measurements. So it really wasn't no measurements I had to submit. He has all his Photoshop files on his website. So if you know Photoshop, you grab those files and you play around with those images. You know, you add images and you cut and paste here and there. You could definitely do whatever you want and send it to him, or like I did a Google share. So that was really it. What was the hardest part about the cabinet? The hardest part was working with a hand that still is not 100% guaranteed. You know, I still can't bend my first finger. So, you know, because I just got out of surgery about 2 weeks ago. So that was really like the hardest part, using, you know, working with a hand that I'm not used to not having function of. So that's definitely was the hardest part. Other than that, everything else was pretty easy. I mean, I enjoy working with tools and stuff in my garage. What version of the Pi are you using? I'm using a 3B Plus. Using a 3B Plus with a 64 GB SD card. So that one's pretty good. I mean, I have the 4, but there's still not a stable image for that yet. So I'm not touching it yet. It's still brand new in the box. I got the 4 8 GB one, and in due time I'm gonna put that in my personal cabinet. So hopefully, you know, that will run a little better with the N64s, and maybe I don't know. I'm still waiting on the image for that. Other than that, that's it. The 3B Plus. I mean, they're still good in price right now, and the case was like $10. I'd rather put it in a case. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Franklin. I appreciate it, man. I'm here to help whoever wants my help. What? You can see it there too.
No, FaceTime.
Oh, your mom?
No.
Oh. Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm here to help anybody as best as I can. You know, it's a fun process. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I definitely like starting up. I like starting it up and getting, you know, once I got the idea in my head, I just roll with that, and whatever comes, you know, within the time frame, I just keep adding more stuff to it, or this is like this. I would honestly say this is like my third cabinet, and every time I do something different. So it's all about, you know, who you know, and you know, who can help you out, especially in this group, in the ARCADE1UP groups. I mean, there's always somebody there to help you, and such great people out there that do a lot of third party stuff that I enjoy. Uh, Planning on another build. Yeah, I'm planning another build. I have a couple of other. I don't mean to be a butthead here, but I have four more cabinets. I have to figure out what I'm gonna turn into. I was actually thinking about cutting one in half and building a small barcade. So I was thinking about taking like I don't know if I know people's done it already, but taking the cabinet up to here and just cutting it straight across, eliminating all of this. You know, I don't know if anybody knows I'm in a wheelchair, so I don't really need a riser. So I really don't even need it this tall either. So what I'm gonna do is cut it across, put the bottom panel up here as the floor, move just it's just like eliminating all this space down here and just bringing it up. It'd probably be this wide if I decide to. If not, I have a the mini ARCADE1UP from Kohl's, the small one, the little baby ones that they're selling. I'm thinking about taking that apart and tracing it, and tracing the panels and making something small like that. 4-player cabs. To be honest, my family is built of 4, so it's me and my 2 kids, my wife. Um, I don't have enough space in my little game area to do a 4-player panel. I would like to, because I like what 99 Lives is doing. 99 Lives. Is it 99 Lives? Yeah. I think I'm saying that right. 99 Lives. Yeah, I love what they're doing. I love their control panels, as in their design. But I would definitely, I'm thinking about it. Either that or buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet. I was thinking about buying that one. I don't know. I'm running out of space. I'm invading my wife's space right now. So I have 2 in there now. I have a Mortal Kombat and a custom made one. So I gotta see. I would have to sell my custom made one and probably fit the turtle one in there in due time. I don't know yet. If I could empty out this garage, it would be much better of a game room. But it's just too hot in here. It's definitely too hot in here. Any other questions, guys? I mean, if you guys are just tuning in, I just revealed the Giants theme cabinet that I made for a relative of mine. This was, yeah, white space, exactly. White space. I'm invading her space. She's gonna wind up sending me to the guest room soon. But this is the New York Giants cabinet. I made it for my cousin who's gonna pick it up tomorrow. You know, I did it. I started it hours before, hours after removing stitches from my hand. I had major carpal tunnel surgery done in my hand and elbow, and as soon as the stitches came off, and getting yelled at from my wife and my mom, I jumped right in the garage and just started messing with everything and started putting things together. I had all the stuff I had all together. I had the graphics. I had the all the parts. I had all the buttons. They were just sitting there as I recovered for 2 weeks. I was in a splint for 2 weeks. Do I even have that thing in here? I think I brought it into the garage. Yeah, hold on. Let me show you guys. Let me slide this over. If I can do it without knocking anything down. Hold on, guys. I'll show you. Yeah, there we go. Let me turn this back around so just in case new people come in. And put you guys down for a second. There you go. I was actually wearing one of these for about 2 weeks. I had my arm wrapped up in this position for 2 weeks straight, and I couldn't freaking stand it. Compared to the factory ones. How are the buttons compared to the wait, I'm missing a question. I don't want to miss anybody's questions. Let's do the do you have a favorite build? Yeah, I have mine, my personal build in the game room. I have that one. That one's pretty nice. I like that. I did the speakers that Retro Ralph did. I did the same buttons but in different colors. I did what else I did at that? The control panel was custom. I'll get somebody to roll me over there. We could check that out, and you guys can see that. What kind of board are you running on that? I'm running a RetroPie 3B Plus with a 64 gigabyte SD card. It has a total of, let me see how many games do I have in here. Let me show you guys. I could tell you guys right off the back how many games I have in this image. This is a image all games. 8,072 games. And if you guys don't believe me, hold on, I'll show you right there. 8,072 games available. It's a 64 gigabyte SD card. I used Wolfeno's image for reference, and then I used Wolfeno's image for reference, and then I tweaked a couple of things here and there. So that was really it. The theme on it is Dwayne Hurt's theme, the ARCADE1UP theme. All I did was manipulate some of the images. So I added the Giants and the New York logo on there so that my cousin can enjoy that. I did a special Giants theme splash screen. If you guys missed it, I'll start that up again so you guys can see that. Let me get out of here. This is the way I shut off my Pi. I go to start, I go to quit, and shut down system. Now, when I do that, I turn off the power switch in the back. I have a switch control in the back. I just turn it off, and my Pi is completely off. What kind of board are you running? How are the buttons and joysticks compared to the factory ones? Martin, to be honest, I've never kept the factory buttons on any of my builds long enough to compare it. The reason why is because I like the LED stuff. I think the only ones that's factory is my Mortal Kombat. So I kept that. I kept that on, and I kept that factory, and maybe in due time when I get bored, I might LED that out, but I don't think so because I've been a Mortal Kombat fan since day one, so I don't want to change any of that. And I'll show you that I mean it. Mortal Kombat. Here you go. I have almost the whole line of Scorpion and Sub-Zero figures. So I've been a diehard fan of Mortal Kombat since day one. Okay, I'm also a superhero DC stuff. Oh, my cousin shut the light off. Yeah. Let me turn the light on. You shut the light off so you can show the display better. Hold on, guys. Let me put you down for 2 seconds. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But there you go. That's my DC stuff. That's my Mortal Kombat stuff. That's my God of War. I'm into God of War. I got the Shazam set up. Got the whole family of the Shazam. A couple of the bad guys from God of War. Zeus. Hercules. Hades. I got a couple of if you guys remember Masters of the Universe, He-Man. I got those two guys. I got the Transformers. I have the move this out the way. I have the I got Amiibo collection there. I'm also a Nintendo head. Voltron. I don't know if you guys are as old as I. Remember Voltron? A couple of the Amiibo sets there. Superman. I got Superman in Injustice 1 and 2. Gotta have the Batman, of course, in Injustice 1 and 2. What else I can show you guys? My Mortal Kombat collection again. Mortal Kombat 11 collection. You know? Got a couple of those there. I've been meaning to do this for a while. You know? Anybody... Eternia forever. Yeah, exactly. Eternia forever. I got a couple of Halo stuff. That's the Batman Injustice 1 and 2. Thank you, Martin. I got a God of War stuff. Down here I have a couple of others, you know, loose stuff. I got the Dante's Inferno. And down here I got, yeah, my little sick collection here of just handicapped people. I should bring that up more higher. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got a couple of handicapped guys in there. What else? Get to it, Brent. What do you want to see? You want to see the reveal again, Brent? All right. If you missed it, if you just came in and joined us again, I was showcasing the Giants football team here, cabinet, ARCADE1UP, that I did for a relative of mine. Okay. This is the this was actually an Asteroids cabinet. I got the graphics from Tyler at Arcade Graphics. I did the design myself, sent it to him, and he printed it out, did the control board, also did the design on that myself. Yeah, do the Saints, man, do it up. You know, I did the control panel comes from DIY Retro Arcade, and again the graphics came from Tyler. Here you go is the side panel, buddy. Big Blue Giants teamed up. Okay. I have the back panel off right now because I have the power switch connected to the back panel. Let me show you the other side. I definitely want to turn this on again for you guys so you guys can see that intro again. It's a little long, but it was definitely worth it. You know, I'll show you the back setup real quick, Brent, so you can see it. It's a regular 3B Plus Pi. You see my fan is still running. If I don't cut the main power off, that's going to be running all night. You don't want that. Got the regular cable, HDMI cable. I'm running. I always forget the name of the joysticks that I'm running, but I'm running a joystick setup that only requires 1-0 delay board for both player 1 and 2. The buttons are basic ribbons, not like wires all over the place. I have my amp screwed into the J panel. I'm using a Bose speaker, the 4-inch Bose speaker. Okay. Keeps my wiring set up. I know it doesn't look clean, but it's a little neater. And like my 0 delay board, like I said, is 1 board, not 2. So it runs both player 1 and player 2. Let me turn this on and rotate it real quick so you can see it. I'll show you that intro again, buddy. Oh, I think I turned it off and I gotta turn it back. Let's do that again. Bear with me. There you go. All right, there you go. It's booting up. Let me get the volume up so you can hear that intro.
Who's showing up tonight?
Who's showing up? Let's go.
Who's showing up? For the New York Giants and their faithfuls begins in earnest here in East Rutherford. If you can't get ready to play this game, you're going to take a hike. Believe, believe, believe. I don't care how much you know about football. If you show me you can't hit, you don't belong here. Sam's looking right. Complete to the ball down to the 35. Showing his feet to the 30. He's got 4 men in his back. If you ain't ready to dominate, don't step on his feet. Want to throw that time by Manning? It's a great day to be an NY Giant. Deep downfield, makes the catch. The New York Giants with the most improbable win.
There you go. That's the intro for that. You got some background music on this. I'm going to lower it for now. It's a little too high. But that was the intro for that. That's the Dwayne Hurts theme with a little extra sauce on that, you could say. I added those images on there so you guys can see that better. Here's my control panel lit up. You got the blue on one side, the red on the other. You got the clear red bat top for player 2, the clear blue bat top for player 1. You got your extra coin button down here. And you got your extra button and coin button down here. You also got your amp screwed onto the J panel with the speaker right above it. You definitely got that. Oh, let me flip that over. What happened there? But there you go. That's your speaker there. 4-inch speaker Bose with your amp. Your amp is pretty loud. I know, you got your amp, you got your tweeter. You got your tweeter and your bass. My mistake there, buddy. And you can shut it on and off here too. You don't have to finagle in the back to shut off the music. If you want to play, nice and quietly in the room. You don't want to bother the missus or the kids or anything. You can play with no sound. I got an LED strip over here that's controlled by remote. I could change it to any colors. I could have it flash. I could have it rotate. I got the Giants marquee. I didn't do a light up marquee. I didn't really want to on this. You got your blue pinstriping. I think it looks pretty nice. Also, the T-molding on the control panel is an option that you can select from DIY Retro Arcade when you buy your control panel. It comes as a bare piece of wood like this. Like you can get it like this, a bare piece of wood. Okay, and then you ask them if you want plexi with it in your options. You want T-molding, you get your T-molding. You get your T-molding put on there. You do your graphics, and you're good to go, guys. I mean, I love their control boards because it already comes with the plexiglass cut to the shape and size. I have 2 of them in here because I plan to do one with a spinner and a ball top. And this was an extra one that came in damaged. So I kind of fixed it a little. And maybe I'll use it later on for a project. But it wasn't DIY's fault. It was a shipping fault. And he was nice. He was a nice enough guy to send me a new one and take care of that problem. And I really appreciate him for that. Any other questions, guys? You guys any other questions you guys have or anything you wanna see? Anything else you wanna see again, or should I show off or anything? Tell me, hit me up. I know my connection is probably a little slow because I'm in the garage. But you guys let me know what questions you have. What can I answer? Is there anybody out there that needs to know anything? If you guys do not know who I am, I'm the Angel Otero that does the LED strips for the light up marquees. Plug there. Sorry about that. But I'm the one that does the LED strips for the light up marquees with the switch on there. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, you've probably heard about me or heard about my work by some of my fellow colleagues, I do the LED strips with the on and off switch for the light up marquees. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These are my damn it. These are my LED strips that I do. I do them with a breakaway cable, so that way if you have to replace anything, all you gotta do is replace the strip. You don't have to send me back the whole setup. You just replace the once you buy one from me and there's an issue with it, or later down the line there's an issue with it and you bought it from me, I will definitely replace that first strip for free. I don't have a problem with that. And like I said, it's on a breakaway switch, so it comes with the with its on and off switch on there, so you guys can see, and the other end of the breakaway, and this connects to your it has a Y and B, a Y splitter, so it connects to your original power supply from your ARCADE1UP. You don't have to have another power. It connects right to your original power supply. So that's that. Well, any other questions, guys? I mean, can I answer anything else? I know I'm showing you boxes there. Sorry about that. Any other questions you guys have for me, or you wanna ask away? I'm losing heads. It must be because it's getting late. So is anybody else? Help me out. I greatly appreciate it. LED lights. Yeah, Franklin, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do, guy. You've been a major help for me too, man. I appreciate it. You and Mike Brent, where are you, Mike? Are you there still, or you went to bed? I know you were there earlier. Mike Brenton. He was the one that put me on the map there. For anybody there, anybody just joined in, let me know. I was revealing the ARCADE1UP football theme cabinet, Giants, big Giants, with its own Dwayne Hurts altered theme. I give total credit to Dwayne Hurts for this. And the image I give to, I did a little tweaking myself, but it's mostly based on Wolfeno's little bit of setup. You know, I just definitely got some of his settings, and I give him all credit for all that. I'm not taking any credit, as in I was the founder of themes there, but founder of images. But I did take his images because it's a great starting point, and I ran with that. But this is the New York Giants theme, ARCADE1UP, from a Asteroids cabinet. The graphics, if anybody is curious, they're from Arcade Graphics, and what I did is I used the original bezel, and all I did was flip it. I put it on wet applied, and I flipped it. I used a little bit of soapy water, and I put it on the other side, and just stuck it on there. I didn't have to do nothing. It's easier to use the original bezel because you can more or less know where to put it on the box. I know a lot of people doing that, but instead of hiding away your original graphics, if you decide to flip it later on, who knows? Or you get bored, you don't want to see the new stuff, you can flip it back to its original. Or you can even get another arcade graphic image, another bezel, and put it on the other side, and just go back and forth, back and forth. I'll probably do if they win the Super Bowl again, I could probably add the other Super Bowl winning on that. They got what is it, 86, 90, 2007, 2011. Also, I did it down here on the kick plate, real nice and big. New York Giants Super Bowl world champion, 86, 1990. 2007, 2011. So got that up and going. So that's really it, guys. I mean, I really appreciate you guys staying this long and watching me do my first live video. Hopefully, I'll do some other ones. I also have a YouTube channel. If you guys are interested, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to comment. Just use it as reference. You know, use it as stuff. Use it as stuff to get an idea of what to do and how to get something done. Or I describe a lot of how I do some of the power supply, how I do the control panel. I got a couple of cool projects there. I mean, you guys are welcome to look at that. And the name of the channel is Disability. That's THIS Ability. I'll leave a link if you guys want to see that, or just private message me and I'll send you guys a link, or just hit me up here and I'll send you guys a link. But I guess that's it, guys. I mean, it's getting late. I know everybody wants to go to bed. Everybody's dropping like flies right now. It must be late. It's hot in this garage right now. But I appreciate you guys, you know, staying and watching, and to all my fellow gamers, please play on. I mean, build what you want, do what you want, make it to your liking. Don't worry about what anybody says, or don't let no negativity knock you down. You do it the way you want. It's your toy. You enjoy it. You know, only you gonna play it, nobody else, unless you share it with your wife. You know, and she even has her own cabinet. But you know, just any questions, anything you guys want to ask, just hit me up. Again, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking around. I love you guys. Take care. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.